Detractor video is the best one. I love him. He is an actor and writer. That's cool. Unlike myself, he has the great big wiener. Wow.
What the dog doing?
Like, I have no problem with that. Sounds good to me.
Hey guys, it's Derek here, and I wanted to apologize to...
Welcome to the internet. I'm your host, Detractor Media. So Andy, I call him PPP, has snaked Phil once again, insulted his wife once again. And Phil this time is not going to stand for it. He has something to say back to PPP. We'll see what he has to say. Before I give him any shit, let's hear him out.
You will tip me $40 right now if I properly address Ashton berating my wife again. All right, you ready? Ashton is fucked up for ever bringing up my wife. He should never have her name in his mouth. And I've spoken with him about it. And if he continues to bring her up in his content, whether it's his show or mine, smart guys, I will no longer work with him.
We're going to hold you to that, Phil. We're going to hold you to, if he insults your wife one more time, this is already the second time, but if he insults your wife a third time, 3 strikes and you're out. If he does it again, you're going to cut ties with him and have nothing to do with Andy, I call him PPP, or with the Keno Casino guys. You're going to have nothing to do with any of them. No more clout, no more dick riding any of them. We're going to hold you to that, Phil. We're going to see if you really stick to that, because he's going to do it again. And he's going to do it again because he likes to get a reaction out of you. If he gets a reaction out of you, that gives him content, that gives his audience something to look forward to. The same way when you crash out and rog out with your audience about them not tipping you, like you literally did right before this clip started, you give us as detractors content. You give us something to talk about. So we'll see. He's going to do it again just to push your buttons, and we'll see if you allow him to do it, or if you nut up like you said you would, and you stand up for yourself. Let's see what else he has to say.
We've had it out. I talked to him about it. It's fucked up that he would ever bring her up. It's one thing if he brings me up and he wants to razz on me because he's helped me out tremendously. All right? My wife has nothing to do with him or his content. And I swear to God, if he fucking brings her up again in a negative way in his content, I will cut ties with that man.
Now, keep in mind, again, this is the second time. This is the second time that he has insulted Phil's wife. Now, for me, the first time is an ass whooping. The first time you insult my partner, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. But with Phil, he's a pussy. And he's not going to do that. Second time, he let it slide again. So, we'll see. But personally, the first time you insult my partner, I'm going to beat your ass. But, okay. Let's see, Phil. Let's see if the third time's a charm.
Tips to pay bills and things. Eventually, things will get better. But kind of stuck right now with how things are.
Also, I'd like to mention this. Someone posted on Twitter that you have banned over 15,000 accounts on Kick. That's why your channel is suffering on that platform. I just wanted to bring that up. That's hilarious. Chat has been really fucking roasting him, and he told you to shut the fuck up and you'll like it, bitch boy. His chat on Kick and on YouTube have just been cooking him lately. They're just not taking any of his shit. He went through a whole stream yesterday where he didn't beg for the whole stream. Imagine that. He didn't beg for the whole stream. Aren't you proud? Doesn't it just bring tears to your eyes? I'm so proud of you, Phil. For one day of your miserable life, you didn't beg for money on the internet. And he followed it today, right before this, with begging for money again. And his chat was just, as you see the chat going, it's just like, no, we're withholding. Nope. Your experiment failed. You proved that you don't have to beg for money to make money. So your experiment failed. So in response to that, we're going to do a new experiment where we're not giving you shit, Phil. His chat has been cooking his ass lately, and I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it.
So there you go. I don't care about your $40 tip because I know you weren't going to send it anyway. I know you were full of shit. But it's about time that I said that because it needed to be said and everyone's been talking about it. Okay?
That thing is a monster. I just want the bust.
Oh, dead air. What did somebody... Technically, you could punch him in the face, be a man. Yeah, of course. He's not going to do that. He's a gigantic pussy. He's been bringing it up in public. I guarantee it's happening in private. That was kind of my overall point. That was kind of my overall thought, was that if he brings it up in public twice on his show, he mentions her and makes fun of her. Razz her is what Phil says. If he's brought it up twice on his show, you know he brings that shit up in private as well. Him and little cokehead man are talking about that shit all the time. You know they are. You know they're insulting your wife when you're not around. There's no reason to think otherwise. Anyways, sometimes people will say things in chat that actually make sense. Sometimes his dents will say things in chat that are actually logical, and it confuses me a little bit. Makes my head hurt. Someone in Phil's community actually has a good take. You know what I mean? But a clock is right. Was it a clock's right twice a day? Ha, you never know.
You're right. You will take the ban. You're absolutely right. You will take the ban. You'll take the ban hard.
Dead air. Hurry the fuck up, Phil. Say something, bozo.
By the way, Worster
There we go.
says, I love the content, Phil. Thank you, Worster. I appreciate that.
He loves your content so much that he's not going to give you money, Phil. He's not going to give you money. Which, in your eyes, he's not giving you money, so he doesn't like it. So he's a troll. So he should be banned. Ban him, Phil. Send him a fucking spoon, Phil. Send him a spoon.
Yes, I've spoken with Ashton since Monday's Keno Casino. 100%. I've spoken with him about it, and I told him this is not acceptable. It's not right. It's best.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules. What I say goes. This is my land.
100%. I've spoken with him about it, and I told him this is not acceptable. It's not right.
I'll issue a lean and manual ban. Gone. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother. Fuck the trolls. Bitch. Now, just because I can, I'll issue a lean and manual ban. Banned. Why am I toxic? Banned. Gone. Bitch. Fuck you and your mother.
It's best up that he does that. And he knows how I feel. So, it's one thing for him to bring me up, make fun of me. They've done a lot for me. Go ahead and make fun of me. Say I'm a loser, whatever you want to do. I don't really give a fuck. I've got thick skin. But you don't.
Number one, you don't have... shut the fuck up, Phil. You don't have thick skin. You have the thinnest skin of probably anyone I've ever met. I think that last segment, OBS didn't unmute my microphone, so you couldn't hear it, so I have to cut it out anyways. But what the fuck ever. Thanks, OBS. But one, you have the thinnest skin. You have the thinnest skin. And two, people giving you money allows them to make fun of you? I have to be honest with you. I don't think that's how that works. You can give me $20, but if you insult me, I'm still going to punch you in the fucking mouth because you're still disrespecting me. That's just because people give you money doesn't mean that they can just clown on you. You have a little bit of dignity, Phil. Have a little bit of dignity about yourself. That sentence says a lot about Phil and a lot about his mentality towards, the money and the being a locale and all this stuff. It doesn't matter. If you're giving him money, you can just shit all over him. You can clown on this guy. It doesn't matter. That one sentence really sums up everything about DSP. Okay.
Don't bring my wife and family and other people into it to have no fucking involvement in any of this shit. Period. Okay? That's when you've gone over the line. Okay? For the based response to disrespecting your wife, respect king. Yeah, listen. I get it. All right, I really do. I understand.
I better not get a copyright strike for your stupid fucking music, Phil. I better not get a copyright strike for this gimmick-ass music.
I get the shtick. I get the game. I do. But you get to a point where it's like, I have enough tolerance for stuff. I do. I'm very patient. As you see, I can put up with shit, especially to someone or people who've been very good to me. Let's be honest. Can we be honest? Kino Casino has been incredibly good to me, right? They helped me out. They gave me a shot. They had me on their show multiple times.
Yeah, they make fun of your wife. They call you a fucking loser. They've done so much for you, Phil. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do. Kino, Andy, I call him PPP, and then Cokehead Guy.
I'm doing actually a well show right now. The show that we're doing right now, Smart Guys, is doing well. So I'm happy for all of that. But there has to be a point where you draw the line. There's no reason for him to be bringing up my wife ever. Bring me up. Make fun of me. Tear me a new asshole, right? What are you bringing up my family for? It has nothing to do with anything, right? There you go. Okay. I got the drip. Go. I got the drip.
Okay, so what did we learn? We learned that Phil still has no dignity. We learned that if you give him money, that means that it's okay to clown on him. You can call his wife fat, but don't do it in public. You can call his wife fat, but just do it in the privacy of your own home between you and what I keep calling him Cokehead Guy. I genuinely don't remember what his name is. Andy and Ansky, what the fuck is that guy's name? I genuinely can't remember what the other guy's name is. Yeah, they can just say it in the privacy of your own home. You know, insult my wife, insult my cat. In both senses of the word, because cat, you know, insult them in the privacy of your own home. Don't insult them on your live streams and in your content, and then we'll be fine. The man has no dignity whatsoever, and I'm really looking forward to when this all comes to a head. When, you know, Andy opens his mouth again and says something insulting about Phil's wife. Again, you know it is going to happen, and I'm so ready for it. I can't wait for that to happen, and then Phil has this big beef. They had this big civil war between the Kino Casino guys and Phil and his little audience of dancing wheelchairs. It's going to be a weird war, right? A lot of people pushing their little wheelchairs across the battlefield, and then, you know, and I don't know what Andy's going to do because, you know, he's a pretty big guy. He can't move very fast, but hey, I mean, I don't know, you know, get a gun that shoots bullets really quickly, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to just the L's that he's taking. It just makes me really happy. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I've been your host, Detractor Media. Y'all be good to be good at it, man. I'll see y'all again very soon. Bye-bye.